Okay, hello YouTube, and welcome to this Let's Play of Primal. It was originally a PS2 game, as you can see. That came out in 2003. No, don't want to do that. Back to the screen. So as you can see there, yeah, 2003, developed by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. One of my favourite games of all time, in fact. Start a new game. Also has one of the longest cutscenes in history, I swear. I love the music. So good. While the cutscene is loading, of course I can't do anything, so I shall just go over the rules of the Let's Play. Okay, so, for anyone who has not played this, if you have played it yourself, please do not put spoilers in the comments. If I see spoilers, I will delete. Also, you should be warned, I have a very dirty and very smutty sense of humour, so do expect crude remarks, a lot of swearing, and just generally some form of fuckery at moments. That's just going to happen. It's what I do. What else is there that I do need to add? There was another rule I wanted to say. Oh, yes. So, I know I have a very kind of one of those voices where you just think someone's bored 100% of the time. That is not the case. I am very, very excited to play this game. I know it doesn't sound it, but I really am. That's just my voice. So please do not kind of click off of the video just because of the sound of my voice. Stick with it. I think you will enjoy the gameplay and, you know, the commentary and the words that are coming out of my mouth. If you understand what I'm saying to you, that's good. I hope you do, and I hope you enjoy this. This game, Primal, on PS2. I'm actually playing it on my PS4. Yes, I'm actually playing this on the PS4. So I really do hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to stop talking now because this is where audio starts to come in. I will endeavour not to talk over the characters. That was another rule I wanted to say. Unless, of course, I can make a smutty remark, in which case I will do. But yes, I shall keep quiet now.
Say, mister, are you one of them badass rock stars?
Oh, Jen, you scared the crap out of me.
Sorry, babe. Hey, Lewis, what's up?
This huge freaking crowd kept staring at me like some whacked out psycho.
Well, maybe you never checked out your audience before, but you guys don't exactly share the same fan base as Kenny G.
This was different. It looked seriously creepy.
Ooh, that reminds me. Grab your money and let's split. We gotta go visit the landlord.
Great set, man.
Come on. If we don't pay him tonight, we're gonna be living in a box.
Ah, Jen, you never used to complain. I think we're going apart.
I'm 21 now, Lewis. Too old to be living like a bum. Plus, I'm gonna need study space once I start college. No autographs. Creep.
Good night, guys. See you next time.
See you, buddy. What is that thing?
Hey! Don't make me hurt you.
Jen, run!
Okay, wasn't that fun? Also, can we have props to the guy with the cans in that cutscene there? As you saw on the way into the club, he was putting his cans in his bag. Jen tripped over him, cans went everywhere, and even though they were both knocked to the ground and she was bleeding, he was still putting those cans in the bag. It's like, no, they're just my cans.
Yeah, I came in 2 nights ago. Hasn't come down yet. She's a fighter, though. I've lost plenty with injuries less than hers.
Broken rings, lung puncture in 2 places, ruptured spleen. What'd you do, get hit by a truck?
Yeah, she left some nightclub with her boyfriend. Looks like a gang jumped them. Left her lying outside the club. They found him several blocks away. He's in the room 3 doors down.
So, what do you think?
50-50.
Come on, Doctor. There's a coffee and donut downstairs. Need your attention.
That is some stereotypical bullshit. You would not see a doctor and a nurse, or 2 doctors in the NHS doing that. They are too far rushed off their feet. They'd be more likely to skip off for a cigarette. What is this? Trying to cop a feel. See this? This hand.
That was one freaky dream. This a hospital? What the hell happened? Oh my god. I'm dead? No, 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 I don't want to be dead. Things were just starting to work out. Lewis and I were just... Oh my god. Lewis... What happened to us? Huh? What the hell are you? A bit short for the Grim Reaper, aren't ya?
You're not dead, Jennifer. But if you don't be quiet and listen to me, you soon will be. My name is, well, let's say you can call me Scream. I've been sent to find you, to show you some very important things and to enlist your assistance.
That's my phone. Actually, I'm going to put that on quiet.
Screech. Glad I'm not dead. But first you better explain how come I'm looking down on myself. She is creeping me out.
Your corporeal form, the one still lying there, is very weak, close to death, perhaps, but not yet lost. That is only part of it. The other part.
There we go, so you're not going to hear my phone in the background. Let's just hope you don't get the as the text comes through or whatever.
Can travel to places you've never even imagined.
I don't think it will, but just in case.
I'm like an astral projection or something.
Essentially, yes.
So what does that make you?
I am but a humble servant to my lady, and to you I'm a friend, someone you need to trust. Now quickly, you must come with me. We're both vulnerable here.
Okay, but only 'cause I'm intrigued. I've never been an astral projection before.
She's so easily amused. Believe me, love, astral projection gets boring very, very quickly.
Okay, Jennifer.
What the hell? My god.
Ta-da!
What just happened? Where are we?
Questions, questions. We're no longer in Mortalis. We've stepped through a rift gate into the Nexus.
Still, huh?
As I said earlier, your spirit is no longer constrained by flesh. You have left the physical mortal world and now stand in the Nexus, the convergence point for energies drawn from the 4 realms of Oblivion.
Sounds like one of Lewis's fantasy novels.
This is real, Jennifer. I know you mortals think you're at the heart of everything, but believe me, you're not. Now please try to absorb all of this quickly. There really is no time to waste.
Okay, I'm trying. Just one thing, though. No matter where we are, you gotta stop calling me Jennifer. You sound like my stepdad. It's Jen.
I am to give you these. They are divided devices that will help you to learn of your true self. And if my lady is correct, they may afford us some protection.
What am I supposed to do with this?
It's a vamp brace. They fasten around your wrists. Please, it's important that you trust me and just put them on.
I've just jumped out of my skin, left my body in some hospital, been dragged through a rift gate,
Rift Gate.
and I'm in Oblivion. Van brace? Not a problem.
Precisely.
Ooh, shiny. And pretty comfy for a pair of metal doodads. Could have been made for me.
They were.
So, how do I get them off?
You don't?
And this guy wants me to trust him.
Yeah, trust issues ahoy!
This lady you keep mentioning. Who is she?
I serve Arella. She is all that is good, pure. She is strength and virtue. She is righteousness. She is nobility.
She's a person, right?
She is not a person. She is not mere flesh and bone, emotion and desire. She is one of two primal forces that govern the universe. She is order.
And the other would be...
The other would be Abaddon, the embodiment of chaos, lord of corruption and decay. He is my lady's eternal foe and the reason for my being.
Right. You know you're gonna have to introduce me to this Arella.
Oh, I shall, and she will be most relieved to see you. But first, I must show you more of Oblivion. Please follow me.
Scree, will all this start making sense anytime soon? Is there nothing you can say that won't leave my head spinning?
No, you're pretty much fucked.
I think that perhaps your Lewis may have been brought here.
I'm not even spoiling it myself.
Who is here? You've got to help me find him.
Right, okay, I can now start playing the game. As you can see, we are, as Scree said, in the Nexus of Oblivion. This is a rift gate, it does not work. And I believe that cutscene, when I tried to do a live stream of this, which I may delete off my channel, it was around the 14 to 15 minute mark. So this episode is going to be fairly
On this
long.
way?
Yeah, shut up, I'm searching for secrets. Yeah, so this episode is going to be fairly long. I would probably say around the 30 to 40 minute mark. I'd rather not have my episodes that long, but with the opening cutscene being as long as it is, unfortunately that is unavoidable. But yes, this game's held up really well, I feel. I remember playing this a lot when it was on the PS2. It was one of my favourite games, and one of the reasons I was going to get myself a PS2 again. But then I found it on PS4, so I'm not like upset about the fact that I haven't had to buy a secondary console. So there's another cutscene coming up, so I'm just going to say that now. Let's get it underway. Up ahead, there we go.
So they got one of these.
With the might of chaos and order eternally battling, a balance between them must also be fought for. Here at the heart of the Nexus is where that happens, drawing in the two primal forces, governing, generating a safe parallel energy. That is the awesome responsibility of Kronos.
And awesome's the word for this gadget. Oh, there's someone in the middle of all that.
As I said, Jen, Kronos.
Jeez, he's looking at me.
Perhaps he can hear you, too.
Well... I'm sure the guy's doing a great job in there. On there. Oh my god, Scree, he's worked into the damn thing.
It is an ancient machine, with Kronos living at its heart. There are 4 realms in Oblivion, Gem. 2 aligned with order and 2 with chaos. Each realm has its own natural balance, eternally generating the right levels of primal energy, which is drawn into the Nexus and fed through Kronos to Arella and Abaddon. Kronos has eternally governed with wisdom and impartiality, channeling balanced strength to them both. Without him, the Nexus, Oblivion, and your Mortalis wouldn't exist at all. Simple as that.
You know, if I was as wise
Yeah, he
as
don't
this
look
Kronos,
happy.
I'd find a cushier job, pull out the jacks and swing the hammock for a while.
For all our sakes, I trust your own sense of responsibility matches your distinctive sense of humor.
Distinctive good or distinctive?
Distinctive inappropriate.
He's just described me.
Heckled by a troll. Is he okay? That doesn't look too healthy.
The force of chaos is overpowering him. Abaddon is putting his ancient plan into practice. A break with eternity. He's secretly corrupting the kingdoms of order, strengthening...
Right, so if you hear like movement and stuff, I do apologise. I'm trying to make sure that I'm comfortable while playing this. It's very hot in my room because, you know, England's having a heat wave at the moment.
Okay, I'm coming. Just don't leave me behind here.
And I realised I said that I wouldn't talk through the cutscene, through the characters talking, and I just was. But it would also say I'd endeavour to try not to do this. So I don't think there's any secrets here that I know of. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is where we came in, I believe. I don't recall a circular staircase, to be fair. I could be very, very, very wrong. No, this is a lower area. That I can do absolutely fuck all with. I don't actually think I ever explored down here, so this is quite good. Ah ha ha! I see you. Yeah, so the hidden secrets in this game are tarot cards. Tarot, they're sort of just like concept art, things like that, from what I remember. Now, this isn't going to be 100% because I honestly do not remember what everything is. So unfortunately, I will say I'm sorry about that. I will, if I see them, I will grab them. And if I kind of see that dull white glow, and then sort of think, well, where the fuck is that then? I will, you know, make sure that I do get that one. But they are hidden in some really random fucking places. And it's not always going to be possible for me to pick them all up. Right, so let's move on to the first world, where I will let Scree explain after another cutscene, because, you know, you can never have too many of those.
It's no good. I'm gonna have to ask Scree.
Questions again. And if there's something I'd want you to ask, you never do. What, please?
These symbols.
Ah,
I presume you have noticed this.
indeed, there is a remarkable similarity.
They are identical, you lunk. Lewis drew the design for me just after we met. How come the symbols all over the place here?
I simply can't tell you.
Can't or won't?
branded on you, Jen, not me. I don't know everything.
It's not branded, it's just a tattoo, goddammit. Lewis told me it was a ancient rune of protection. I just thought it looked cool.
Where did Lewis see this symbol? It's very important.
He wouldn't tell me. Oh, forget it. Everything else going on, that ain't gonna freak me out. Come on, little guy.
Also, it should be said, getting a tattoo just because it looked cool is not a reason. So if you're considering getting one and you're like, well, it looks cool, don't do it. My personal belief is tattoos should have meanings. I have 5, and only one of those did I breach my view and get it because it looked cool, and it's the biggest one I actually have. I'm going to have a search around here, because in Scottish Duck's playthrough, I'm sure he said something about secrets potentially being behind here as well. It does look like there are not any here. But that's absolutely fine. That is another thing. Hopefully you guys will have watched the Scottish Duck version, where he plays, I think there's a 92-part series he does.
We have entered the kingdom of Solum. Time stands still in the 4 realms connected to the Nexus. In this realm, it is eternal night.
And let me guess. Eternal winter?
By nature, Solum is bleak of climate, but nothing too harsh for its people. The Ferai are strong and resourceful hunters.
You say hunters?
The worlds of Oblivion are each inhabited by a different race, and yes, the Ferai are fierce, sometimes brutal, but they are fundamentally good. You're going to meet a lot worse, I assure you.
Splendid.
Solum and its people have always been aligned with order, providing my Lady Arella with power.
But now things have gotten screwed up, right?
Yes, thanks to Abaddon's villainy. His interference in the realms is drawing all the primal energy to his side and starving my lady of her very existence. In truth, neither side can survive without the other, and soon everything will be destroyed.
So the guy's trashing the status quo, creating chaos. Guess he's doing his job.
And we must do ours, so just listen.
Oops.
I'm sorry. You must forgive me for that, Jan. So much more will become clear to you, child, but we've so little time.
Hey, look, don't sweat it. I'm fine. So what's to be done here? Let's get on with it.
Thank you, Jen. Right, now, what we've got to do here, Jen, is, I haven't the faintest idea. But I do know Solum has been tainted by chaos somehow, and we have to restore the natural order. I told you the Ferai are violent, but they live as a basically peaceful clan with rituals and art, for example, a structured society. The one crucial thing for the race is their king. In Solum, the king has huge authority, awesome strength, but he must, without fail, sacrifice himself at the height of his power and pass the throne to his heir.
Gruesome.
Ah, yes, the burning crown. The traditional method of royal sacrifice. Failure of the king to abdicate his power would devastate the land and lead its people to ruin.
Ruin as in...
Precisely. The king here is Herne, strong, deadly even, but always a good leader for his people, I believe. A Ferai king like any other through eternity, but some time ago he was due to relinquish power.
And he's running for another term.
Is senselessly refusing to give up his rule and so leading the Ferai to disaster.
So we check it out. Cool.
Yes. A sound plan of action.
Okay, so that was another cutscene done. As you can see, here's all the artwork of the Ferai. You've got this one here, the burning crown. I don't really know what that one's supposed to be. Is there anything behind them? No. Doesn't look like it. See what I mean? But like in later ones, like this tree here, there could just be a tarot card here, you just wouldn't see it. Which makes it a pain in the arse. But you know, that's absolutely fine. I'm gonna stop moaning because this is a really good game. It's one that I do have a lot of fun memories.
Quite happily lead the way whenever you like.
Oh yes, this is just explaining the. We're just going to say select button there because it's the PS4. It's not select. It's the middle button, the trackpad. And this bitch turned around, didn't she? Oh, fuck's sake. But yes, so that's just explaining that there is the duality of the game itself. You can control either Scree or Jen, but there will be points in the game where you will have to control either one or the other for various reasons. Right, that over there is a Pharaoh fortress. I'm not going to go over there because, you know, there will be Pharaoh there, and I don't fancy dying this early into a Let's Play. I just don't. Also, I do apologise if I sound like I'm chatting absolute bollocks. I just never know what to really say.
You hear those growls, Scree?
Yet another cutscene.
Sounds like Malkai. They're primitive, territorial beasts. Huge teeth, fearsome claws, fond of the dark.
Well, that's it. We ain't moving. Oh, no.
I suspect they'd only be interested in devouring you.
Oh, great.
I doubt they'd find me too palatable.
Sure. You don't look particularly tasty.
Malkai are afraid of fire. I'll scout ahead, see if I can find anything.
I'll stay here and...
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. I can only control Scree. And now, if I... Oh, no, I can. Right. Okay, then. Let's... She stayed back there. Yes. Okay, so these are Malkai, as mentioned. Now, although he said they wouldn't find me particularly edible, if you get close enough to them, they will hit you. They just will. I did a test of that. Ooh. I did a test run a few weeks ago. As I said, I tried to live stream it, and I just got perpetually lost, which is never good for a live stream. So in that live stream, I do believe I actually did get the Malkai to hit Scree, just to prove that it is a thing that happens. Right, I know I haven't been looking around, but we'll be bringing Jen up here in a minute, so, you know, it's fine actually. But we will batter the fuck out of all of this to see if there's anything in it. There was not.
This should keep those Malkai at bay.
And then all we do is we run back over here. I think it's over here. This is where I got lost before. Yes, it's over here. Because see, look, there are two ways of going. It's very easy to get turned around in here. So if you run after them, you will
That's it.
scare them off. Oh, this poor Pharaoh didn't last very long. They've eaten half of him. Yeah, they ate half. It's fine. Another cutscene.
I've illuminated the cave, Jen. It should be safe for you to enter.
Small point. Typical piggy me. Should be safe or is safe?
I see.
Well done, big guy.
Okay, so let's switch to Jen. Yeah, see, for all he was like, yeah, they don't like fire, this is the only one you actually can
Need
light.
information, just ask me and I'll do my best to help.
Okay, what's next?
Ah,
We
yes.
need to explore, see if we can find Herne.
So, I mean, think of Solum... See, look, I'll get lost already. So, pretty much, think of Solum as kind of the tutorial realm. As shitty as that is. Because the design of each of the realms is different. But,
You can look at my maps whenever you like. They're updated as we progress.
oh, are they now? And what button do I push for that? Ah, yes. Right, so we need to go this way. Do we not? And over here. I believe this is where we have our first puzzle.
The bridge is broken. Better find another way across.
Yeah, this is where we have our first puzzle. As you can see, Jen's not happy about crossing a broken bridge. She's going to start climbing all over everywhere. But pretty much what we need is there. So again, we're going to change to Scree and go this way. So I believe it is back through the fire temple. Just make sure I'm not missing anything at all. I don't believe I am. Oh, no. Well, there's more Maokai here, clearly. Right. Let's go back to the fire temple there, the fire cave then. Because I think that's where we have to go from. If I remember correctly. I don't believe I do. This is where I get lost, see? Like, I'm just no good at this, really. No, I'm missing something at those buildings. I've got to be. Because there's another mechanic we're about to find. Yeah, see.
You know, being small and made from stone has some advantages.
It does.
Absolutely. I can climb up any stonework surface. Now that's something that might be useful to us, don't you think?
I guess.
Yes, another gimmick of the game which drove Scottish Duck to distraction. Because Scree will say any stonework surface, but there are surfaces he will not climb and there are things that he can get stuck on. So, you know, it's not very good, but there you go. You still coming? Yes. See, I told you, I've not been searching. Not been searching for tarot cards, but I'm fairly certain at this point of the game there are none. I know there are a few in this level, or in this realm, sorry, that I will endeavour to catch. Yes, the Ferry Villa, catch, just like I'm catching Pokemon. There are a few I will endeavour to get, if I can remember where they are, which is not looking likely at the moment. But see what I mean? How Scree will just jump onto a stonework surface, but it's not. That doesn't include like proper stone surfaces. He just won't do it. I'm fairly certain there's one up in there.
Damn that wind.
Uh-oh.
Don't panic. I can smell fear, you know.
You're not on the menu here. I'll smell how I want. Shit.
Turn. Don't worry. I can speak the demon tongue. Deus Safinta, Dwend em Gen, Eb em ota jimen diarella, Eb hiven keferai, Ekta sunsetem rekba.
This runt would have me believe you're an envoy of the goddess Arella. You look more like a sniveling half-breed to me.
Scream. I vote we're big enough to swallow the audience all here.
He also must have told him to speak English.
In these treacherous times. Should I drive you from my kingdom or leave you to the Maokai?
Trust me, Lord Herne. We're here to help you.
Help me? I suppose you must know the whereabouts of my son then.
Well, no.
Then you are of no use. It was a night like this when Jared went missing.
It's
But listen, I
eternally
do know what
night
it's like to
there.
lose someone. My friend Lewis was taken from me. Couldn't we at least help you look for Jared?
You seem ill-equipped to be helping anyone. Take this, and you may just survive the night.
Thanks.
I have no more time for strangers. I must return to the great temple. Perhaps tonight my prayers will be answered.
I guess we know what he prays for.
The safe return of his son.
Come on, Scree. We can do it. Let's find this Jared.
Fine, fine, as you wish. I'll add him to the list.
Hey, why do you call me a half-breed?
Perhaps it's time for me to scout ahead again.
Oh no, I think it's time to... Where is it? It says somewhere. Yes, save the game. Yeah, see, as you can see, I did have quite a few files there. Yeah, see, you can see. Oh no, it was back in 2017. Oh right, okay. It was longer ago than I thought. Alright, save there, that's fine. Just want to find it. Is that today's? 26th of 7th, 2018. 22 minutes. That's not a bad time. No, I'm quite impressed with that. We'll just overwrite it, yeah. So, that's going to be all for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the Let's Play so far. As I did mention, if you have played this before, please do not put spoilers or discuss anything plot-wise in the comment section, because there may be people who want to watch this who haven't played it before. And I would like to keep the experience as vanilla for them as possible, so that they can experience everything in their own time. But other than that, no. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. If you have liked this video, please push the thumbs up button. If you have not already, please subscribe to the channel for further updates. I will be looking to do this once or say twice or 3 times a week. It all depends. Probably looking at Wednesday, Friday and Monday for this, to be fair, which leaves me a couple of days around that I can work with. But yes, thank you very much for watching YouTube, and I will see you all in the next episode of Let's Play Primal.